So Simon, the special guest, welcome. How are you, Simon?
Thank you so much. I'm really good and really keen to be here with you.
So Simon, tell me and tell us something about your background in the field of EMTB Enduro.
Yeah, for the last 4 years I have been riding just electric mountain bike, and I am so happy that I switched, because for me riding is all about fun, and that's what electric bikes gives. Travel a lot and racing a lot with non-e-bikes before, and it's for me it was the perfect fit to start riding e-bikes.
So you're currently working on gas. Surprise, surprise. We can see it from your hat. How much do you manage to train anyway in these days when you're working on gas?
I would say like not as before, but I guess that when you get older you also know more how to train and how to stay the way you want to be in fitness. I would say like between 2 and 5 times a week I train. So I think it's working really well with my currently work life.
Well, you're Finnish champion right now from the last year, and I'm curious to ask, how did it feel to win the Finnish Championship?
I mean, I have ride for the last 2 years in Finland, and it has been so good, all the races, and I have just been so happy to be there and racing, like meeting new friends, and from this year we're building a new team pretty much, and all that feels like really good for me to have this environment, and to be the Finnish champion was great. It was not me that was the champion, it was our team that take the title, so I'm just stoked to do it together with friends from Finland. So
are you do it again this year?
I hope so. we will see. I mean, it's a lot of things can happen during a season, and I mean the plan is for sure to defend the title, and let's see what we have in the pocket for this season.
So we can say that you're a professional EMTB rider, and I'm super curious to ask, how did you make the training routine? Because I'm a rookie, I'm a pure amateur, so I'm a newbie also. So how did you manage your training week? How much do you have to drive and stuff?
Like when I was riding the EWS and the UCI Mountain Bike World Series, I think it's called now, I trained 1 to 2 times a day. To be in shape on that level is something completely else, I would say, because it's the difference is that the stages are so much longer than in Northern Europe, like we have here. Instead of 1 to 3 minutes, it could be like 10 minutes or 15. So it's to ride those long stages on a heavy bike with 25 kilo or something under yourself. It's really heavy for the whole body compared to an analog bike. So I would say the combination of being strong in short time and long time is the perfect EMTB rider.
So how should I structure my training week? How many rides, how many gyms, anything?
I'm a big fan of like not making a program. I'm more of a like, how do you feel, how do you want it, like all of those things. How is your social life? But I would say like if you have 3 rides a week and one of them at least is with the purpose of building your cardio, then I would say it's a good base, and they maybe 2 times on the gym. It's a pretty good setup, and to do intervals for at least one of the rides, I think it's good to get the VO2 max rate up.
And if we talk about training, we should eat something, and I love eating because I love food. So,
Me too.
How should we eat? How should I eat in the training weeks? Is it everything I can get in my hands, or do you have some tips for it?
No, for the last year I have been starting to eat more vegan stuff, and vegetarian is like overall, because I believe that I get more of energy out of it, but that's just my preferences. In general, I would say, like, if you have to eat proper meals and not to just do snacks all the time, it's a good thing. And in general, to have, like, I need to eat this on Monday and this on Tuesday and etc. It's not my perspective. I don't think it's good. I think it's just to get your body good food, and in all meals, I would say that's pretty much my vision of it.
How about before the competition? Is it a huge carb load, or how do you eat before the competitions?
For my side, it's a big difference between a Finnish race and a World Cup, but I would say for the Finnish series, I of course eat a really good breakfast, and then I just do some gels or something during the day. But I don't like to be too heavy when I ride. I just want to feel like I'm on my toes. So a big breakfast, and then go as light if you have control, so you don't hit the wall. But I think that's a learning process. So it's nothing, like, in general you need to test all those things and like visualize, but when you have done it for 100 times, you know how your body works.
At the end of this short time with you, I need some tips, of course, because I'm a newbie guy. So can you tell me and tell us, for the audience, some 5 tips for this season, how I can manage this season?
Yeah, at least I have 3. So we start with them. I think the most important thing is, when you are new into something, it doesn't matter what it is, always ask. I mean, it takes so much energy to find everything out yourself. So ask when you don't know anything or wondering or whatever. I would say that's a good thing. And the second thing I think is really important is to be prepared. If you don't come to a race and with tires you never used, or gloves you never used, or etc. So test everything is important. Something I think is really important, but that's my preference as well, but to have shorter cranks, because on the e-bike you sit more, and then you also have a heavier bike, so the cranks is easier to hit stones and whatever. Shorter cranks is a e-bike tip from my side. And then for Finland, sometimes the races are blind. I would say really easy, if you haven't walked the stages, to be easy on the first loop out of 3. Don't stress out, don't like really learn the track for the first run, and then grow into your riding capacity. Don't stress out for the first. It's always like when the cows are out on the field for the first time for the season. That's a like pretty common thing for people to crash. during a race, make process during the day, don't process on the first stage. And then depending on what your purpose is, just have fun. It's all about fun. At least
It is.
So I think that's the biggest advice of everything. It doesn't matter if you have long or short cranks or new tires or whatever. If you don't have fun, then you can be at home. So don't stress out too much. It's just another competition, and it's on Monday anyhow, so it doesn't matter. That's something I have learned the last years, that it's just another bike race. You are there because of one thing, and it is that you hopefully like riding bikes.
So let's have fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simon. We will see you in Kalpalinna. Hopefully we can meet, because there's a tight schedule. But we will see you in Kalpalinna.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. You will.
Any greetings
Perfect.
for Finnish people?
Looking forward. I like the movements and the pirog, we say in Sweden at least, and the people. So I'm really looking forward to go racing in Finland.